It is political suicide to pick a VP candidate who cannot deliver his local government area, Deji Adeyanju. The choice is a vice presidential candidate of the various presidential candidates of the political parties has been discussed extensively by political analysts in Nigeria. One of such is Deji Adeyanju, who recently opined that it is political suicide to pick a presidential candidate that cannot win a local government area election, Deji Adeyanju said. Oh, wow. Anyways, in his actual message, everyone will wake up from the social media delusion too. Kwakwanso can deliver a state, and many former governors will also do well. When we criticize, we are going so deep with understanding of Nigeria. One thing is clear now: nothing is serious but a social. Nothing. It. This is nothing serious, but just a social media good feeling presidency dream. Deji Adeyanju has a point here in the opinion of the writer. Politics is about winning an election. The antecedents of the Nigerian political climate are a testimony to that. Recall that in 2015, after Buhari from Northwest emerged as APC presidential flag bearer, the VP position was zoned to Southwest and the Senate president to Southeast. Unfortunately, no single Igbo man or woman from the Southeast was elected a senator under APC in 2015. Igbos put all their votes in that election to the rueful basket of PDP. It was while the party was in a meeting to find a solution to who and what and from what zone would take the seat of the Senate president. The Igbos rejected by giving all their votes to PDP that Saraki seized the position. And immediately the news that Saraki has emerged the Senate president filtered into the House of Reps. The Northern Caucus in the Green Chamber quickly regrouped and with the strength of their sheer number installed Dogara as speaker against the earlier party position that favored Gbajabiamila from the southwest, because they reasoned that both the Senate President and House of Speaker cannot all be Yorubas. So political relevancy is important for all presidential candidates and their choice of VP. Okay, so if we take the last sentence of the writer saying political relevancy is important for all presidential candidates and their choice of vice president, is that trying to say popularity in terms of the political space by the people or by their own colleagues for themselves? Going back to what he's saying, well, what Deji Adeyanju is saying, it's very unsure to if anyone can decipher who this message is directed at, it will give you a bit more context and things can be a bit clearer. It is political suicide to pick a VP candidate who cannot deliver something as ordinary as local government area. And I think the problem is, first of all, why is that? Because Nigeria being a federation, why is it that local government areas are so undermined? Because that is the whole point of having a federation. The whole point is literally to divide power to sub-regions. Again, because of Nigeria's diverse ethnicity, religion, and culture, well, given what the forefathers or the founding fathers, as like you say, Awolowo and them, what they planned, they thought that if like federalism would be the best way to rule a very complicated and complex nation like Nigeria. Would even say it's a nation. The Farisimi would say that Nigeria is like a group of nations with one. So federalism is like a complex form of government where you have each regions who have their own autonomy within a central body of government. So it's a thing where we've lost that so much, and I think with the 1999 constitution, everything just got so confusing. It's now we put more focus on that central power rather than going back to the core of federalism, whereby the power is divided and each region would decide for themselves what they want. and we've drifted off from that. So then to now see the perspective, and I'm not even blaming Deja Day, and just saying, even in general, like we tend to undervalue local government areas and local government chairmen. I mean, we know that we would literally even make comments like, imagine a local government chairman earning this much, you know? Obviously, with how corruption and criminality is literally so amplified, we understand, yes, it's a smaller, it's, it's funny because the local government area or local government is the closest form of power that can reach the average citizen, and yet that is the most undermined and undervalued. And we ourselves, as the citizens, knowing that local governments are our closest point of reaching power and influencing power, we undermine it for ourselves as well. It is very funny, very, very funny. One thing he also mentioned with his statement is saying, when we criticize, we are doing so with deep understanding of Nigeria, and really and truly, it really isn't. It really isn't. Again, as far as me would say, election processes or what we're going for right now it's a leadership recruitment process. And I would use the example of Tinubu, which Faratimi also pointed out, saying that the whole question of his certificates and the stories that are coming up right now is not really about if he's educated or not, because he's been through it. We can't really call him an illiterate. We can't do that. However, these questions that we're burning to know is really to see the character and see the person of Tinubu. It's as simple as that. And realizing that, sort of defeats this statement. And I believe that because it's not necessarily understanding Nigeria, it's just the fact that we've put people there that do not have the interests of the people at heart. And as much as things were very much bad under the Buhari regime, accountability does not even exist, because it's a different thing to be corrupt, but then it's another thing to be such a criminal that you're so confident in showing that, whereby you're not even scared of consequences. At least Nigerians had the respect that in other administrations and in other presidential like regimes, we knew that there was still some sort of secrecy and some sort of hidden, like, there wasn't, it's not right now where decisions are made. For example, look at what's happening with Lekki massacre, the toll gate. Something like that it should be a thing where a president should be impeached. It should be a matter of such. Buhari just made things worse. We can't hold anyone accountable, and that is a problem. So it is what it is in that regard. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.